Did you just fart?
No. Honestly, I didn't.
Thought I heard a fart.
It's Cat Damon.
Cat Damon, dude.
We are in an enclosed room.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. He's back there hanging out.
Oh, jeez. You need to go clean that up. Oh, wait. There's no toilet paper. So you're
We're all infected now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Pink eye epidemic.
Pink eye.
So what's up, guys? What's going on here? River Sullivan coming at you right here, right now, pre-recorded yet again for another episode of This Evening Tonight. And with me here yet again, we got the band back together for one last hurrah today. My original friend and hetero life mate of the show. The man that always had the original plan, the one that gave me the inspiration here to start this show. Mart'in, what up?
Thanks for that intro. That's makes me feel really good.
It was almost very opera-esque.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had that in me. A little bit of tremolo.
That was
in there.
intense.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's this coffee, man, I'm telling you. And also here with me, again, right along with us here for what I believe is the 21st episode of This Evening Tonight. The Silver Fox himself has returned heavy chuggins of coffee. Hello, Scott.
What?
Hey.
Somebody's going to call the cops.
Well, luckily we live out in the middle of nowhere, so.
Oh, my God.
And we're in a semi-soundproofed room. Hello, Scott. How are you?
Amazing.
So just to get this here started, I am a little bit caffeinated here. Today's coffee that we're starting the show off here with is Rage Against the Dying of the Light by Iron Bean Coffee Company. Where are they from? Don't know. It's 100% Arabica coffee of Colombia. So the coffee's Colombian. I don't know if the company's Colombian. I don't believe it is. So what do you guys think of it?
I don't know, but what kind of caffeine content are we looking at here? Because
I don't know. It is.
you're 3 sips in and you're just tweaking over
I
there.
also drank like a whole pot of coffee this morning.
Oh, okay.
So.
It's very robust.
Robusto.
That's too strong for me.
Yeah. I made it a little strong.
It rolls off the palate.
That's like espresso level right there.
Yeah,
Espresso-esque.
I'll probably have to go to the hospital after this.
Has a hint of mud.
It does taste a little bit like Turkish coffee, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's very has a
Viscous.
has a oaky start and a
Like-
smoky finish.
Just to give you an idea, after you sip, you look at it. And that's when you know, like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you eat something or you taste something, you look at
you
it.
look at it like
That's when you know it's like it's doing something to
your
you.
brain's going,
What the fuck?
damn,
I see the future in my coffee cup.
damn girl with them chocolate bean curves.
Yeah.
Love it. So we're just going to be kind of doing a little bit of an update here, episode here, guys, to talk a little bit more about this virus because everything has been every day, every hour, every minute. Like nobody can take their eyes off the news, myself included. We all kind of stay glued to it. So we're going to go over here some numbers at the moment and see how we stand and see what some of the plans out there in the country. Currently, as of March 18th, 2020, we have 214,010 confirmed total cases. Deaths, we are 8,727, and the total recovered right now is 83,207. These numbers are coming from the Johns Hopkins University COVID ID Global Tracker. We'll try to include a link to the description of this so you guys can follow it here closely if you'd like. For us here in the United States, we are...
Not too close.
Yeah,
Not too close.
For us here in the United States, we are still holding strong in 8th place worldwide. And finally, every single state in North America of the United States was affected. I believe, what was it, just yesterday, the 50th state.
West Virginia was the last one, right?
Our home state right here in the heartland of River Sullivan. West Virginia was finally affected by it.
You can cut this out, but we're always last. And I guess that's a good thing.
No, that's not true. We're first in obesity.
Yeah.
True.
And heart,
Well,
and heart
if
disease.
you look at it, we're last in health or like fit bodies.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I have the body of a god, and that body is Buddha.
Actually,
No, wait,
Well, he's not a god.
I have the body of a god, and that god is Buddha.
I don't think he's a god.
I am in shape and round as a shape.
Okay.
Now, what I am worried about is if this does get a little bit worse here, that they're really going to start pushing for the N95 face masks. I'm gonna have to shave off this man beard.
I'm worried. I'm more worried about people because people freak out and they start doing, that herd mentality when people just start doing dumb shit. The toilet paper thing.
Yeah,
that's dumb. Like the only reason you're buying it is because you see other people buying it. Or there's no toilet paper, so I need it. You know what I mean?
See, I've been slowly stocking up on the one item in Casa de Sully that I really know that I need for times like this. If we go into a quarantine or a shelter-in-place order in this state, which don't get me wrong, I do believe it's coming. Absolutely. New York City, I'm not sure. Did they get hit with that? They were told last night to prepare for a shelter-in-place order for New York City. Meaning pretty much wherever you're at, you're hit. 2 weeks, grab a rack and settle in. I haven't seen any updates. Let's pull that up right now, actually.
Yeah, it's worrying for some people that they never been through anything like this. Like, see, like where I come from a place where we get hit with hurricanes every single year. So people kind of have an idea, but that's a bad thing because they don't worry about it too much. It's like, oh, this is just like another thing. So whatever, they don't prepare like they should.
Yeah.
But
I mean, also right now you have to look at the stock market. As the title of the article from Fox News is Dow Traders. Oh, what? Shut up.
Hello?
Shut up, Karen.
Hello, Karen? Karen?
That was really confusing.
Yeah, I've been returning my call.
So the Dow cratered below 19,000 points as the blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I had a coffee stroke. Hang on. The Dow craters below 19,000 points as the market plunge wipes out the Trump-era gains. Oil has plunged by more than 24%. Oil is down below $23 a barrel, and they're even saying that the oil prices can go negative. I don't know how that works. It's
what? Are they just going to give us free gas?
Yeah, like am I going to pump and like every gallon you get 2 cents back? I don't know. Like it prints out a check instead of a receipt? I don't know. I mean, I read everything that's going on in the news here, all this just doom and mass hysteria and the end is near. But you got to look for the silver lining in it. And the thing that I'm looking at for that article right there, the Trump era gains, they talked about how the stock market soared when Trump was first elected during his term as president.
You know, luckily, a lot of people give Trump a lot of shit. And let's be realistic, he is kind of like a dude that doesn't give a shit about anything. But we're lucky that this dude is like a businessman. So in a way, he kind of knows what to do in case of something like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's a business dude. He's not just some lawyer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not just a politician.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so he knows money.
Yeah.
So we're a little safe.
Yeah, I mean, the silver lining of this for me is like gas in this state, which is notoriously been higher. Hello, Cat Damon. Cat Damon making his cameo guest star appearance now.
Scared me.
Awesome.
Little kitty.
Kitty.
He's so
I really
soft.
want to refinance my home right now.
That's what they, God, the Fed slashed rates to 0 or close to 0. It was at 0 or 0.25%, which is stupid low.
Yep.
Can I refinance? I just bought a house less than a year ago. I'm like,
I mean, you'll probably have to pay closing costs. I mean, but you can probably finance that too.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of that because as how this home was financed through the VA and everything, I got hit with 4%, which is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the VA loans. It's like we talked about, like the virus.
Whoa.
God damn it.
Will you shut Karen off? I don't think the threat now is necessarily the virus. It's just the poor decision making that people do.
Yes. Look,
the panicking.
I was watching, I was on YouTube just scrolling around, watching my favorite episode of This Evening Tonight. And I saw a video.
Hey, thanks for the plug.
You're welcome. I saw a video of Bill Gates talking on a conference. Karen, come on, Karen.
Jesus Christ. Let me just close this shit.
Here, just kick the power strip. Just kick it. Shut her down.
And,
closing it all down. There we go. Okay.
So this video is 4 years old, and it's Bill Gates talking of how we're not ready for a pandemic. And he starts with the next thing that's going to affect the world. It's not going to be a bomb. It's not going to be like a terrorist attack or anything like that. It's going to be, and he shows a picture, and it looks exactly like the coronavirus. He says it's going to be a virus or it's going to be some kind of bacteria. Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
4 years ago. And it's so scary how accurate. He's describing everything that's literally happened right now. He's like, he's showing off on comparison the Ebola. He's like, Ebola killed about 10,000 people in West Africa, and we were just lucky that it didn't spread because the virus transmitted via like contact or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the next one that's going to affect us like heavily is going to be worldwide, and it's going to transmit through the air. And he just keeps going, and you're like, oh my God. And it, like, I was looking at it, and the whole time I was thinking that he just recorded this like a few weeks ago, and no, this is 4 years old, and it is scary.
Was it called Cladex?
No, it was on one of them TET Talks.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I know they've done several exercises.
Yeah. He said they did. It was like a germ game or something. I'm guessing it's like some algorithm on a computer or whatever to see what, like a simulation. And he said that humans never won, and that's terrifying.
It's like I talked about here before. Was it on the survival episode with you, and then we were talking about like the coronavirus was at James Wesley Rawls' book, How to Survive the End of the World as We Know It. And I just checked the date on that. 2009 is when that came out.
Didn't he just step down too, Bill Gates from Microsoft?
He's been away
Yes,
from Microsoft
yes, he did.
for a while.
Yes, he did.
Hasn't he? Like a few years now.
Yeah, but he's no longer on the board.
Oh,
He's
okay.
basically retired.
Yeah, he's they say he's like a $1 trillion philanthropist or something. Because he's always advocating against AI.
If you go on YouTube and you type Bill Gates TED Talk, it'll be the #1 thing on there. It's 4 years old. It's scary. It says the next outbreak, we're not ready. Bill Gates.
A lot of people are finding it like a little concerning that this has been a record year for CEOs just stepping down.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are just mysteriously just disappearing to their vacation homes.
Yeah.
To
A lot of properties being bought up in Belize.
That rocket up in to the moon. That's where they're going. Ow.
All the Elon Musk stuff, like the SpaceX program.
Moonbase.
And now we got Space Force.
Yep.
Come on.
It's all coming
That's
together.
where that's the new bunker.
Ow, mother.
That cat won't mess you up.
Cat Damon don't play around.
Yeah, Cat Damon.
Jesus.
Homie, don't play that, man.
My goodness.
Mart'in just got messed up by Cat Damon.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know I haven't been popular with pussy, but Jesus.
Very aggressive cat. Very aggressive.
Oh my God, bro! He's doing like the kill bite. He thinks my
Look at
arm's
his-
my neck.
The cat's got fangs on the bottom of his face that are just as big as the top one.
He's got fangs on his fangs.
Yeah. Fangs on fangs on fangs.
Yeah. Jesus.
Take the wheel.
I mean, I know he's doing it out of love, but come on, dude.
I don't know, man. He's gotten me pretty good. I had to like throw him across a room yesterday.
Racist cat.
Peter's going to be after you so hard.
Edit that part out. No, the cat was Cat Damon was sitting on my lap in the living room last night, and my German Shepherd comes walking through like he wants to go outside, and my chair is right near the front door, so he just kind of hangs out right there looking at me, and the cat slowly starts reaching out, and just wham, like doesn't bat at him, like claws come out and like dug into his butt, and the dog goes, "Ugh!" And I'm like, Cat Damon, no, and I gently placed him off my lap.
I gently placed him on the other side of the room. From over here.
I used the minimum amount of force necessary.
I think you can hear him purring right now. Hold on.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah.
You fucker. Damn cat. But that was,
I mean, there's a fine line between being proactive and preparing and being stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just panicking.
Yeah.
yeah, what was it last night? Like, me and her, we have not been going crazy going to grocery store. Every time I come through town or every time I leave work, I might stop by the shop, a little store, whatever, and just get a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last night, when I saw the news that New York City is getting ready to pretty much be locked down, still haven't heard anything on that yet. If that happens, it happens. If not, you know, I mean, I hope it hasn't really gotten that bad. I went to like the Family Dollar, which is the small town, the opposite way out of Big Town, where I live at. So after seeing that news, I put my shoes on. The lady was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to grab just a couple things right now because I got a feeling there's going to be a run on it." Because it's that New York City's pretty far away, but people here in New York City, East Coast, that live in West Virginia, they think that's right next door. Because the initial shotgun reaction was, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, "Oh man, it's getting pretty close." You know, they're hundreds of miles away, but everything's getting ready to put on lockdown, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, long story short, get in the car, drive down to the Family Dollar that's open until about 10 p.m., and they pretty much have everything but a produce section in them. They got meats and frozen goods and stuff like that now. Went in there, pulled up to the parking lot. It was me and like one other car. So the little old lady, I actually helped her around. We were looking for disinfectant together. It was nice. We were being people.
How beautiful.
You know, we weren't freaking out, and like I didn't break her arm for some disinfectant.
I think you should have.
No. Like, I grabbed a thing of some bleach because there's no hand sanitizer left. There's no disinfectant left, and the soap is actually starting to sell out. So grabbed a big gallon of bleach because you can make your own disinfectant out of that. Use it sparingly, people, and also don't drink the bleach. It will not kill the Rona. It will kill you.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's pretty sad that they actually had to put that out in the news for people. Please stop.
Are you kidding me?
Not please don't. It was please stop drinking the bleach.
Nice.
Stop drinking the bleach.
You know what? They should have just...
Now, here's the thing. We as a species no longer have any natural predators.
Well, look.
This is how we've created our own natural predators through Darwinism. Okay? That's how we weed out the weak ones, because they're just going to do stupid shit.
Well, exactly.
Like drink bleach.
So do you want to stop people that are doing that, or you just want to, like, make them be their own demise? Because do you want people like that walking around you and breeding with each other? No. You want that to stop.
Agree but disagree, because there's also people out there, like, we were all stupid at one point in our lives. And I'm not just saying we were little. We've all done stupid shit, but it took somebody to correct us for that, that aha moment.
I never decided, like, you know what?
To drink bleach, yeah.
I'm gonna drink bleach, or I'm going to put a typo in my mouth and just see what happens.
I mean, we're in that generation.
Yeah, but I wasn't part of that. You know what I mean?
wasn't a part of it either, but it's correlated in our generation, our age gap.
Yeah, but if you eliminate the people that do that, then you won't have them on the next.
I'm not a big fan of cleansing like that.
I am.
Like
Again, like, let's say you have a kid, your kid, right? And your kid's decently smart, and then somehow he breeds with this dumbass. Now you're gonna have an offspring that's not very bright.
Man, you're sounding mighty close to some other people that offered a final solution years ago. So back to the Family Dollar. Go in there. I get like some coffee, a few sodas, because I'm going, if I end up being somebody that gets quarantined in here for 14 days with my significant other, going to want a mixer. Okay. So got some beers, got some coffee, got some whiskey, just little things. I walked out of there with like 6 things or 8 things in my cart. But by the time I left, I was there for about 15 minutes. Okay. It took me about 10, 15 minutes to get there, 10, 15 minutes to do my shopping, and then leave. By the time that I was leaving, the horde descended upon it. Cars were starting to pull in, the parking lot packed full. I called my lady. I said, damn glad I did this. She said, why? I said, because it's packed now.
Oh, no.
I pulled out of there just like, today was a good day. I was happy to listen to that little voice in my head that went, you should probably just grab a few things, make it quick, in and out, be done. And now I have 2 months worth of coffee.
Good man.
The essential.
But see, here's the difference. 2 months worth of coffee for me is 2 cans. 2 of the big cans. I got a big can now and another big can that I bought last night. There's some asshole out there that's probably got 87 of those cans. It's probably also the same asshat that's got 87 bundles of toilet paper.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, scrolling through social media or any news website, you start seeing ads for toilet paper now.
I mean, that always happens. Whenever,
No, like, I've never seen on that level 72 triple rolls and 24 triple rolls, Charmin Ultra, and it's got the fire symbols all over it, like the fire emojis.
I mean, that could be because you're searching for it on your phone. I mean,
True.
you never do that. Before this, when did you search for toilet paper on your phone or on the internet? Never.
Touche.
Yeah. So that could be the internet spy, because it always happens. Like, I could be at home talking about, like, oh yeah, I need to buy some dog food, and then I go on my phone and, oh, there's some ad for dog food. That's fucking weird, but it's because it fucking listens
Dog
to you.
food is selling out. The cat food is selling out.
I got a bunch. So
Yeah, I got a 47-pound bag for the German Shepherd. That would last him a couple months.
yeah,
Probably more if I keep dieting him or something.
yeah. I mean, if it gets that bad to where we run out of dog food, you can just give them like chicken or some of your food. It'll be all right.
Yeah, we just have to. I mean, we could take ground beef or something and simmer it up and
I mean,
cook off all the fat and
Throw it in some rice.
Yeah, throw in a little rice, a little quinoa, throw a little sriracha on it.
that's the dog's eating good then.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Real
Dog eats
nice.
better than me.
Oh my God. I would just be like, just go out and eat some grass or something, find some worm.
That makes them throw up, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, having a dog that throws up is one thing, but now owning a cat as well, I have learned that when a cat throws up, you stop everything because it's a terrifying sound. I was in here doing some work in the office the other day, had my headphones on, and over the headphones, the sound, I hear...
Yeah. It's like he's choking.
And I just threw my headphones off and ran. It's like, no!
Yeah.
I knew what was coming.
Yeah, cats are weird, too. Like, there was one time my dog threw up in the middle of the freaking living room, and I was like, what the fuck? So, I went over there to the kitchen, grabbed some cleaning supplies, and by the time I made it again to the place where he vomited, he already licked it off. It's disgusting, but dogs do that. Cats, he would like throw up and look at it like, ew.
Well, I figured out what makes mine throw up. I'm pretty sure I have a sound theory. He drinks the water from his bowl and then the dog's bowl. And when he goes to the dog bowl, it's an elevated one, so he stands up and just chugs for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just,
yeah.
And I'll look over, like, are you done? And he'll stand, like the head will come up, and it was like a Viking chugging mead or ale or something, because they're looking, it's just ripping
He
out.
looks
of him.
like a drunk at a bar.
Yeah. But then when it was cool out and he gets spooked by everything, he runs and zips around the house so fast, his little beanie pad things scuff off the laminate floor. It sounds like a bunch of guys playing a basketball game. Like, skip, skip. And then he'll like he runs around and bounces so much he upsets his own stomach and just throws up this it just looks like slimy water.
Yeah.
And he'll just sit there and stare at it, and then he'll walk around and throw more of it up, and then I clean it up, and I turn around, he's chugging more water.
Yeah. Sometimes they eat too fast, because mine eats like way too fast, and he'll be done, start licking himself, and then start like, and I already know. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just throw him in the bathroom.
Well, that's why I got to put water in the dog's bowl.
Yeah.
Because he horks down everything you give him, and you got to put water in it so he doesn't choke to death. I bought the dog a 12-pack of cans, soft food cans for Christmas, like a little treat for him.
Yeah.
And we were taking dollops of it, throwing it in the dry food and whatnot. Well, I get down to the last can.
I'm sorry.
The cat's back. I get down to the last can. I'm like, you know what, buddy? You're going to get the whole can for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, crack it open, put it out there on the dish, and it's like a whole form, and it just kind of broke in half. I was like, it's soft. He won't try to hork that down. He has to chew it. It's too big.
No.
He scoops up half a can in his mouth like just a shovel, just one fell swoop, like a beautiful motion. And I see him like he gives it half a chew, and then I watch as his neck puffs out like the Dilophosaurus from like Jurassic Park. And he's just, and just, I'm like, what the fuck? So I grab the rest of the bowl and chop it up with a fork. They're supposed to be so smart. Animals, I thought, were so smart like that, but no.
I mean,
nay.
Well, at least cats, they act like they've never been fed before in their lives. They don't know how to eat. Like, oh my God, food, what do I do? Just put it in my mouth and swallow it? I don't know.
You ever seen the Sad Cat Diary?
No.
It's a guy that he does voiceovers making fun of, like, first he would do voiceovers of National Geographic footage on things. Like, he would do true facts about the anglerfish.
Oh, I thought it was like Snoop Dogg.
No. But he has like kind of a Morgan Freeman-esque style voice.
Okay.
And he would do like the Sad Dog Diary and the Sad Cat Diary, and just had like slow motion sad cats. He was like, "Dear diary, the food bowl is now halfway empty. It is completely prevalent that I shall now starve." Yeah, he's like, "I shall take post on the couch at 3 a.m. and sing the song of my people." It's so great. That one and the Sad Dog Diary are the best. Because he's like, I've added a fourth circle into my pooping morning ritual. You know, the first circle is indeed to rectify the fact that I have to poop. The second and third are to signify the sacrifices being made by my ancestors. And the fourth is a solidarity turn to reconfirm that I have to poop. Like, it's just, it's so good.
Oh God.
When I shared one of those before, and people were like, you should have done that before that guy did, which he's got a solid gold formula for that on YouTube.
Doom comes out in 2 days.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's it called?
Doom Eternal.
I thought that was like a remake.
No, it's not a remake. It's just a follow-up. The same day, if you don't want to play Doom, you can play Animal Crossing on the Switch.
Don't have a Switch.
You loser.
Yeah, no.
So if you want to play, you could either play like a strawberry vanilla game, or you can play like go to hell and kill some demons type of game.
I've been playing Dauntless lately.
It's all right. It's kind of like
actually
Monster
enjoy it.
Hunter.
It's like Monster Hunter
but
meets
free.
Destiny meets Fortnite in
Yes.
terms of its art styling.
Yeah, I
Is
like
it the
it.
same company?
Who?
Is it Fortnite? I feel like it feels so much like it.
Let me see. Fortnite will be Epic Games,
Yeah.
and Dauntless is Phoenix Labs.
Okay.
So yeah,
I feel like they might have had somewhat of the same
It
employees
feels,
or something.
Yeah, it feels very similar, but it's a good game. It's pretty good. But honestly, I prefer Monster Hunter, which me and you, we play together. You know what it's like.
Yeah. I haven't really messed with Monster Hunter at all here in a while.
I haven't either.
Yeah, it's been. I really do enjoy Dauntless right now, just because free to play. You got customize your character, go out and hunt some fantastic monsters, and
It's less complicated.
it is. That's why I enjoy it, because I can just kind of pick it up and play it for a little bit and then put it down.
Yeah.
Like
Monster Hunter is more of like half of the game is actually hunting the monster, and then the other half is like preparing. Like you have to cook your food and get your gear
Don't
ready.
get me wrong, like the graphical aspect and everything of Monster Hunter was nice.
Yeah.
Like it really looked good. It was a little bit over the top in terms of the weapons and everything.
Yep.
But that's half the point.
Very Japanese.
But it's a very invested game. Like you really have to invest in it.
Yes.
And
Dauntless is more like casual. Like you just
it's
log in, kill a monster, and see you later.
that's where I like Destiny, was when you go on raids and stuff like that. It's kind of in between.
But you know what? I've been playing a lot of DayZ, and it kind of fits the ambient right now. But DayZ and State of Decay 2.
Which one's State of Decay?
State of Decay 2 is the one. It's a Microsoft game, and it's you have your own little community, and you can control a bunch of characters, and they each one of them, they have like their own special ability. Like there's a guy, he's better with weapons, and there's another one better with construction, and depending on what you're good at, your reloading skills are better, or your aiming's better, and it's like a survival game. You have to go and get some supplies, and there's zombies, and it's fitting.
How about you, Scott?
I'm good. This is over here staring at this spring on this mic.
I was like, Scott's been real quiet here for a minute.
It's like, man, that's amazing.
So doubling back here to this whole pandemic situation, this worldwide thing we got going on, they are talking about in the United States pushing out a stimulus package. Any thoughts on that?
What the hell is that?
Right now they're talking about, originally it was thought that every American was going to receive upwards of or up to $1,000 check per person, with talks of a $500 stipend per child.
No, let me ask you this. Why and for what?
Well, right now they feel that everybody, from what I was able to read, was they're worried about the market since it's been crashing.
Okay. So people want, the government wants people to spend money?
They want people to spend money.
Okay.
Like during the Bush administration, after 9/11, we went into a recession.
The 2008 one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my parents received like a $650 check each.
Oh, okay.
That they could go out and, like, it was to stimulate the economy.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, we already really kind of have been stimulating the economy, or really the hoarders have been, because they're out there buying shit up and jacking prices up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing now, because there's a bunch of people that have been like quarantining themselves, so people are not buying. I'm not even buying as much stuff as I usually buy, so I'm guessing that's probably why. But where's that money coming from?
The U.S. Coming from the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Mint.
Okay, so everyone's getting that kind of money.
Well, see, here's the thing about the Federal Reserve. A lot of people don't know. Do you know what the Federal Reserve is?
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know.
A lot of people think it's a branch of the government.
Okay.
It's not. Federal Reserve is a bank.
Okay.
That's all it is. Like, that's just the name of it. But it's an outside bank that has sway over the United States Mint, which the U.S. Mint, being a part of our government, that is the one that prints the money.
Mm.
So the government has to ask a bank permission to print more of its own money. So that floods the market. So if we're going to, right now it's up to like $1 trillion stimulus package. It was like 500 and some billion, and then it went up to 800. It was like 570 billion, and then went up to 850 billion, and now it's upwards of $1 trillion, which immediately adds to the nation's deficit, to our debt.
Okay.
That adds an entire $1 trillion to our debt,
Great.
which we were at 22, 23 trillion. Last time I looked, I'm certain it's more than that. Because they were anticipating $22 trillion in debt at the exit of the Obama administration, which we were at about 19 or 20 when Trump took office. And I believe as of the last 2 years ago, I think we were already at 22 trillion. So we're probably more than that.
Is there like a limit for
see,
you to spend that money? Or?
Well, see, that was the thing. Do you remember? I remember during the Obama administration where they talked about raising the nation's debt ceiling.
Okay.
And that means how much we can borrow, how much we can
Right,
spend.
right, right.
Okay. Do you know what another term for a debt ceiling is? Because ceiling, it goes up. The ceiling goes up. Yeah, it's more positive. Think about it in terms of a bank account. You're negative. What happens? What do you call that when you are negative in an account?
You need a job.
Bankrupt.
I don't know. Yeah.
You're overdrawn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if we're negative $22 trillion and you call it a debt ceiling, it doesn't sound that bad. But if you were negative $22 trillion and you said, we're just trying to increase our overdraft limit. Because, fuck, how broke are we? Like, that's pretty much what that is. And that's the worry of for me and a lot of people, because the moment you increase the ceiling or the overdraft limit and you authorize more money to be printed, the cash money that you hold is worth less on the market.
Right.
So the more money out there in circulation, the less each individual unit of monetary currency is.
That's kind of what happened in Venezuela, where like
And
a
Greece.
bar of soap could be like 1 million whatever pesos
It
they
was
use.
like Brazil, like I'm pretty sure it was Brazil. Like a carton of eggs was $20-some.
Yeah.
And Greece, what was it? Greece initiated this whole initiative where they were pulling money out of people's personal bank accounts
Great.
to help fund the government.
Nice.
And so everybody went broke, and then everybody just started rioting and looting because the government took everybody's money.
I mean, that's kind of what they're doing right now, because you pay taxes on everything. Right now, we're paying taxes on this, one way or another.
I mean, a lot of people look at this in terms of this stimulus as giving everybody $1,000.
I bet Bernie Sanders got like a raging boner right now.
Yeah, a lot of people though they're going, oh, that's socialism. That's socialism.
I mean,
technically, yeah, I guess you could call it that. But to me, it doesn't truly become socialism until it's, regardless of what you do, where you're at, whether you have a job or not, you're getting this. But the people that don't have jobs first get that money, because the rest of us that are working, we're already garnering our own income. So the slippery slope that people lead in this, and that has happened in other countries, is everybody that's working to earn, to create income, to generate the income, when they realize they can earn the same amount and not do anything, it starts falling off. People stop working because why work if I'm just going to get paid anyway?
Right.
What's the point? Because now the silver lining in it is, or the dream that it is that we'll all want to work. We all want to do our part.
Well, I mean, I think that like their dream is to like not have poor people, but you have to have poor people if you know what I mean. Like if you want to live good, there's got to be poor people, and it sucks. It's a horrible reality of it, but you can't have everybody being rich, because the definition of being rich is somebody that's got more money than the average person. So you can't have more money than the average person if there's no. The average is everybody's rich, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So you gotta have poor people. It's just it's a sad reality.
But the goal that I see that some of them want, or what I've been able to discern from it, is they want everybody to live a comfortable life.
Yeah.
And if you look at it with just no perspective really, and just look at it at face value, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, that's a beautiful idea, but it's just.
I mean, it's what is it? Utopian. It's a utopian idea.
You know, that reminds me of Star Trek. I can't remember. I think it was like a movie or an episode. I don't remember. I think it was Next Generation. I don't remember. But they were explaining how their society is.
Yeah,
and they
I
don't
know
get
exactly.
paid.
It's First Contact.
Yeah, they don't
It's
get
the movie.
paid. Nobody gets paid or anything.
Yeah,
They
because
just
the girl
do
was
it.
saying I had to scrape up all this money for so many months to build a cockpit.
Yeah.
And he's like, we no longer worry about money. We
Yeah, we
worry
don't-
about what's best for humanity.
Yeah, we don't get paid.
But the
It's just
problem
like-
is humanity has not evolved to that point yet.
Exactly.
The utopian aspect of being able to just truly not worry about money and just do what's best, and we all provide for ourselves and each other because we're all equally working to do our part.
Yeah.
Humanity has not evolved past that point. And that current point right now is people going, why the fuck should I work if you're going to pay me anyway?
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to get for me and mine, fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Well, even like picture it. It doesn't even make sense in my head. Like picture it. Imagine like we're living in like Star Trek universe right now, and every single person is doing
something,
and they all think, oh, this is the best. Even the guy that's cleaning out like the sewage, he's doing it because he knows it's good for humanity. But that guy has to go home. He's got to go feed his family. Like, where is he getting all the food and all his transportation and all? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is he getting the same thing as the doctor? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make sense. But it's Star Trek, so you know,
yeah,
whatever.
Gene Roddenberry. What do you got over there, Scott? Well, I know we're in your wheelhouse here.
I got mixed feelings on the bailout, or not the bailout, but the stimulus rather. I mean, I really hate to see all the markets completely collapse and banks collapse and everybody panic, but at the same time, it's like I question if it's really necessary. Like,
You question if this is truly something that's worth the market actually crashing, or is it people just making this
right? Like,
from their own hysteria?
Exactly. Like, I don't know if it's like, because either way, there's going to be some negative consequences, I think.
Do you think it's a little bit too early to start talking about that? Like the government just because whenever I heard about it, I'm like, what? Like I wasn't even.
Well,
thinking
everybody's
about
trying
that.
to be proactive on it right now.
Right.
The U.S. government is trying to actually be somewhat proactive on it.
They're trying to prevent.
But with the population that we have, the old adage for me always applies: is you're never going to please everyone.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a group, and with our population nowadays, it's going to be a large group that you're going to piss off no matter what it is you do. You appease one group, the other side will be pissed off. You try to appease them, you're going to piss the other side right back off.
Is the intention of the checks, whatever, $1,000 per person or whatever, is that like to kind of help out people that live paycheck to paycheck? Or?
See, now that's what I was getting to as well. I was reading that today. They're talking about the amendment to it, that it would be the people that are actually truly affected. And you can call that socialist if you want. Me, I look at that as going, those are people that actually need it. The people that are running restaurants and bars and casinos and places that they're shutting down that you can't go to.
Right.
Those people actually need it because their overhead costs and everything that they have depends on an open running business. And when you shut it down, the employees don't get paid. The rent doesn't get paid for the building, whatever. Like, They have food that they've bought that's perishable that can only last so long, whether it be refrigerated or frozen or if it's a dry good.
Right.
There is a loss of income there. Those people, I believe, need it.
So there's 300 and some million people, right, in the U.S. How do you determine, as the government, how do you determine who needs the money and who doesn't? That's a problem. And then again, like the argument that you were saying, you're going to piss some people off.
Yeah,
and
they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it mathematically.
Exactly.
They're going to go, okay, let's everybody's W-2s, everybody's doing their taxes right now. They're going to see how
checking
much everybody made.
Their bank accounts and all that. That takes a lot of work. So I don't.
Well, they're not checking bank accounts. I'm telling you, they're going to see people's W-2s and 1099s.
Well,
because we're right here during tax season, because they're already going, just keep filing your taxes.
Well,
keep filing it.
What about the people like the big CEOs? They barely pay any taxes, but you know their bank's account are like through the freaking roof, so they don't need that money.
Yeah, so I would see people making like less than $50,000 a year or something like that, some generic number that they're going to look at.
But that's another problem.
Small business owners, people making under $50,000 will get something.
There's a problem. There's CEOs that make $1 a year. So their taxes are going to be really low. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're going to get that money. That's the problem there. Like there is a way to do it, absolutely, but in face of what's happening right now, that's going to take a little longer. So people are going to start freaking out. Because again, herd mentality, man. That's our biggest problem here.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. Like, because let's be honest here, like that virus, yeah, it's bad, but it's not that bad to where we have to.
I believe the flu has still killed more people so far.
Yes, but I mean, this thing just came out basically, and the flu's been around for a little bit.
They're worrying about it because it's a new virus.
Right.
It's a new virus.
Right, but when you have a bunch of people in the same area, they just turn into retards, man. It's just they start doing dumb shit, rioting. You know what I mean? Like. It's just like whenever that hurricane happened in Puerto Rico, they had a curfew, and people were like breaking into houses and rioting and doing all this. When all they had to do was just stay calm, just wait it out, wait for the power to come back. Yeah, people make it worse. People always make it worse.
Yeah, one thing that I'm starting to find a little bit entertaining here with everything going on too is you watch or scroll through social media or YouTube videos, and there's a lot of people out there now The conspiracy theorists are really coming out of the woodwork. They're going, oh, this is all going on. What's really going on?
Yeah, I saw a post. It was
Get
like
woke, yo.
It was like, what's the government trying to hide from us now?
Okay, for
Why are
once-
they distracting us? Like,
For once, can't we just have the situation at somewhat of a face value?
yeah.
No. The answer, short answer
Yeah.
is no.
And I mean, realistically, even if this was like it was made in a lab and the government knew about, like, yeah, okay, whatever. That doesn't change the fact that you have to protect yourself. You have to not be an idiot.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So whatever it was, whatever it cost it doesn't matter.
Call it the old soldier's phrase. I'm just going to deal with an enemy that I can fight, and I can only fight what I can see, and what I can see is right in front of me.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
Okay,
you
there's a
can't see
virus.
for it.
I don't give a shit how it started.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm just doing what I can to take measures that I can to keep people from getting infected on my level.
Exactly.
And if everybody thought about that in that same way, hopefully we will not find the United States in an Italy situation where everybody's on lockdown.
Yeah.
Because this is the problem. I was talking to my other half last night about this. The issue that we have in America is that we're Americans. Okay? The people in Italy, 16 million people on lockdown right now. And they were saying it's an older population. They're more at risk too. A lot of these people know, though. They go, you have to go inside. You have to stay inside. Don't go to the bars. And the Italians, for the most part, went, okay. Here in America,
Oh, we're too good
they're
for that.
putting up news articles now where it's like they've had to shut down bars that were still trying to stay open.
Yeah.
And people are like, and the first comments I see is, rise up. Uncle Sam trying to shut us down. Government and people will rise up. America. Okay, I get it. But come on. You got a viral outbreak and everybody wants to say, oh, this is how they take your rights away. This is how they're going to take our rights away. The martial laws are coming. Martial law will come when you stop, when you don't listen to the directive. When you go out and do what they say, don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it anyway because America.
America.
We're going to piss some people off in this episode.
That'll be all right.
But it's just, what's funny is a lot of those people that spout that are the same people when somebody gets shot or tased by a cop, they just go, should have done what the cop told you to.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have got shot. You wouldn't have got tased. Why'd they shut my bar down? Well, you should have done what the government and the local state and local law enforcement agencies told you to do.
Yeah.
Don't go to the bar. I know it's a social gathering. I love going to a bar. They're fun. They're nice. You get to meet people. I'm a people person. But if you got to shut it down for a little bit, and I do feel for these businesses.
I mean, they should have been doing that to start with. They shouldn't have to wait for the government to tell you, hey, you know, there's something going on, shut it down. You should be responsible enough to where you're saying, hey, sorry, guys, but I'm not going to open the bar for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. You know what I mean? Trying to keep that thing.
But in that same turn, we also have to understand that a lot of these businesses truly cannot afford it. And that's where a stimulus actually can help them. And I do agree with that. Like I said, I feel for these business owners. I have many friends that are business owners for bars and restaurants, and I've already told them, they've messaged out on social media going, we're going to do delivery service. And I say, okay, absolutely. Whenever you guys are in my area, let me know. I'll put in an order. I'm all about supporting the small business. But when it comes into the inherent terms of your safety and security of your people that are most at risk, you have to protect them because everybody wants to go out and have a good time. Like they've been pleading with people in our generation and the younger generation, the Zoomers, the college kids and whatnot now. They're saying, you might be young and invincible and immune to this because you have a really strong immune system and no underlying conditions. But do you really want to put people at risk like that?
Yeah,
my parents right now, they're almost in their 70s. They are at home, tucked away, they said, until this whole thing blows over. I stopped by their house yesterday.
You should have done that.
Well, and here's what happened. I stopped by there. I needed to change the oil in my car. We just moved in this house. I don't own any ramps or a jack or anything like that. So I know my dad has those. I called him. I said, hey, mind if I stop by, change oil in my car, use your ramps? No problem. Met, saw him, talked to him. We kept our distance, didn't hug, nothing like that because God forbid if I have something.
You don't know about it.
They're at risk, yeah, because they say people with a strong immune system that are younger, you can be asymptomatic, not show any symptoms, but still be a carrier for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's scary.
So it's my parents. I love them. Like hugging them. You know.
I like hugs.
I like hugs. Who doesn't like a hug? Goddamn.
Yeah.
If you don't like hugs, get out.
Just do the Wakanda salute. That's fun.
Yeah, like they were doing, elbow bump. And then there's like the toe tap thing that people were doing.
Even elbow bump. That's you can.
Then there's
again,
the toe
like
tap.
you
do
don't
the
have
toe
to
tap
touch
where you
somebody.
Tap, tap.
I don't have to touch Scott to like transmit that. I could be looking at him and just be like,
I have it right now.
I mean,
I'm done.
give him the cholo. What up?
"What up, bro?" From like 20 feet away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You'd be like, "What up?"
What's up, homie? But have you seen those pictures to where like water in Italy looks clear now? Like there's dolphins swimming in it, and there's like pictures of like before the quarantine and after, and it's like water looks way better. Like I'm talking about like water outside, like the rivers and all that.
Are we the virus, and the virus is the cure?
I mean, look. I mean, poetically, this is nature's way of saying like, "Hey, back off! You're killing my planet." Have you seen that movie, Mother?
No.
Oh my God, Scott.
No.
What's it on?
I'm not sure. I think it's on Netflix
Okay.
or Hulu. I'm not
We
100%
got
sure.
we got the Hulu here.
Okay.
I'll write it down because if we have to get sheltered in place, then I got something to watch.
let me see who directed it.
Hulu with the commercials.
Well, you can get Darren Aronofsky, or however you say his name.
Sounds Russian.
He directs movies, and they come out like very symbolical. You know what I mean? Like, let me see one of his movies, Black Swan. He directed Requiem for a Dream, Noah. But yeah, just watch Mother, and it's about how we destroying the planet, and we just don't care about it. It'll blow your mind, but
See, I've not seen that movie, but I have read and listened to things like that. And in my opinion, the person that's always said it best is George Carlin. The planet is absolutely fine. The people are.
Yeah. You're
Mother
right.
Nature been around here for millions of years. He's like, Mother Nature will shake us off like a bad case of fleas. Just bring a plague through and clean us out.
That could be very arguable because, Mother Nature's been around for millions of years, but there's never been anything like us. You know what I mean? We aren't smart enough that we know. Like, the reason humans are above any other creature is because we know what's going to happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
We have this sense of, we know we're going to die. So we try to do as much as we can during our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see beyond us, and we try to look for answers where we don't even we don't even we try to see what's beyond and what's outside our world, and we try to look for answers. You don't see a monkey going like, I wonder what's beyond life. They don't care. They just hurling poop at each other. You know what I mean? They're just they're
like
living their life.
Scrapes his butt and smells it and falls off the tree.
The moment that you see a monkey question stuff, being like, why are we here, doing this and trying to look into the past and all that, that's when a monkey's going to start evolving. But
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's the reason we're so far ahead of any other creature. So I don't think if Mother Nature is trying to get rid of us, it's in for a fight, because we can just move on to another planet.
Moon base.
Dark side of the moon.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we haven't done it yet, but we could.
Supposedly.
Well, yeah, but when we think about that, that's the thing. No other creature does that. No other creature goes, if this planet goes to shit, we can move to another place. No, they don't even think about that. You know what I mean? So that gives us an edge.
To be fair, I've seen some humans throw poop at each other.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Was it San Francisco has the poop patrol, or San Diego? Those guys make $90,000 a year
For the
to
homeless?
not the homeless, the voluntary homeless, the hipsters.
Oh,
They're out there pooping, living the dream.
Voluntary homeless.
Well, guys, looks like we're all out of time here for this evening tonight. We got a lot of things here for speculation for you. So please, if you like what you heard, dislike what you heard, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Don't be afraid to hit that little like button there for us. Like, share, subscribe, all that good 9 yards, all the good stuff there. So don't forget the other ways here that you can listen, though. iHeart Radio, Stitcher, Spotify, Sounder, Google Podcasts, and iTunes. I am River Sullivan, and with me here, yet again, Scott. And for the last time here for a little bit, my friend, the one that gave me the inspiration again to start this show. Brother from another mother.
Mart'in. See ya.
All right, Mart'in. You be good, brother. Can't wait to have you back here on the show. We love you very much.
Thanks.
So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for stopping by. And until we see you next time, peace out.